Hey, babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do it in. I see they heart. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do well. You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel, or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? Acide heart. Ladies and gentlemen, this was how your faves, Wanni, covered her eyes at the salon today. Baby girl, her eyes, they like this ones, they literally cried all through the early hours of this morning, like non-stop. So what do you expect? While she was still at the salon, a song was playing and she was also shedding tears. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, these girls, you guys should just stop doing this to yourself. Any which ways, guys, we are here to talk about their diary session. Yes, we're going to talk about the double K and this pretty twins, okay? But before then, some underground conversation was going on with Onyeka and these twins before they had to go outside, and later Big Brother called them. The first people Big Brother called to the diary room was the double K, okay? But I would start with Wanni and Handy, because why? I want to just give you guys a little gist about the conversation they were having with Onyeka. So they were trying to trace it back. You know, the drama they had does not have head and tail. Like how their issue started does not have head and tail. The only thing you can pick up from what happened is that alcohol played a major role with that disagreement and the bands they had. So they were having conversation. Now they've traced it back that Ben was the one who instigated the whole things that flare up. And remember, when Ben and Onyeka were the two peeps trying to, do peace, trying to to actually settle it, give the conflict resolution, I said something. I said Onyeka and Ben, they are birds with the same feathers, So now they are having conversation with Onyeka. Onyeka now is sounding like the good one, like as if she does not gossip, as if she does not say anything at their back. So they are now trying to tell Onyeka, see what Ben has been doing. Even Wanni was now revealing to Onyeka that, so when they were actually talking about, when she was complaining about how Sean is so close to Onyeka, that Ben was actually adding salt and pepper, was like, yes, it's true. She's too close, all of that. Onyeka just, they put her hand for her, say, what? Are you serious? So Ben was adding all of those things to whatever that was going on. Anyway, that was the convo they were having before they went to the diary room. So when they got to the diary room, they said, oh, Biggie, trying to be fine, thank God we feel better today and whatnot. And you guys know one thing with Biggie, he would want to know everything in details. And then he asked what really happened. And then they started explaining. Even them, they could not even trace it back to where it started. They said it was not that they were having conversation with Onyeka. They could actually trace what was going on. They could actually say what transpired or what started, what happened last night. And according to them, where everything started was Wanni said coming out of the club, that they first of all accepted that alcohol played a huge role, that everything was just influenced with alcohol, because when you're tipsy, and some people when they are tipsy or maybe when they are drunk, they get angry easily. The only ways they could actually want to settle it is through having issue. While there are some set of people, when they take alcohol, they would be just happy. They will be happy. And I think I fall alongside those people when I take alcohol. It makes me happy. It makes me want to do sweet things. Not even, I keep wondering why people would take alcohol and then all they could do is want to fight or quarrel or pick up on someone easily. No, that is a different case for me when I take alcohol anyways. So guys, they now accepted first that influence of alcohol. Then they got to the she was upstairs. When he said she was upstairs, and then Sean and Casey was like, look at her eyes, you understand, meaning that she's drunk. And she said she doesn't like hearing that she's tipsy and somebody will start still saying the same thing to you. That was what they were saying. And then later on, Sean left. And then I think she said something. She said the same way he said this thing, now he will go and tell Topher the same thing. Ben was there when Wanni said what she said. Before you know it, Ben now went straight to go tell Sean. See what Wanni said. Wanni said you will go and tell Topher. So from there, Sean came to confront Wanni and said, what is going on? Like that, like that, like that. That was how everything escalated. The two sisters, the beef, everything started. Sean told her to leave him alone and go cry by herself. That was how everything scatter everywhere happened. So she said she's here to speak to Sean, that she actually do like the guy. She used the word love, actually, that she loved the guy. The sister was like, and she said, it's just like how I love other people, she was just covering it up. So Handy said she's going to actually be the middleman to settle this one for them, So afterwards, Big Brother asked them if they've forgiven themselves. They said yes. They hugged each other. They kissed. You know how they do now. I really love how those twins do. I'm not gonna lie. So they hugged it over and kissed, and that was how it was. And then Biggie asked them that if they could remain in the house, what would they change? Going forward, what would they change about themselves? For Wanni said she thinks she would just try and take things in before she spill, that she actually acts in a haste, that even Sean has complained about it before. So right now she's just gonna take things in before she actually say it out to people. Meanwhile, for Handy said she's not going to be changing anything about herself, that she has just been herself. She has been a cool person, aside from the issue she has with the sister recently, that she's actually just on a cool pace, you understand? And then she was actually asked, she said she would just try to build more connection. She would try to build more connection with some of the housemates, just get to know people more, and that's just it. And then they made mention on the housemate they love, and they made mention of Onyeka especially. They said, oh, Onyeka, that girl is going to be my girl, but outside of the house, she's a sweet soul, she's a this, she's that. So when they said that, people on the social space have started already. They said, Wanni and Handy, you guys do not know Onyeka. When you guys would get to hear the gist, I no go talk the same thing. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, people might also think that way, but at the same time, they might later just free it, and Ebuka might review one or twos with about Onyeka and Sean now, and guess what? The drama will change between Wanni, Handy, and Onyeka, because they are loving up right now. Onyeka is saying, you see, they used to say I'm the gossip person in the house. Ben is that person, she did cover up for her own part. So, and they said actually they love Onyeka. It's going to be a forever thingy from outside. They made mention of Victoria. They said earlier on they were thinking they're not going to be cool with Victoria, but she's actually a cool girl. They made mention of the Nelita pair. They made mention of most of the housemates, that they mentioned, but of course the Zinwe, the Beta, and Radical's name did not appear there. Meanwhile, talking about the Beta, they were actually saying something about Doctor too. They said Doctor does not know he's a married man. I mean, when they were having gist with Onyeka before they went for their diary session, that Doctor does not know he's a married man. He's trying to put kata, like trying to cause stir drama, saying as if the gist that happened was tweeting him, hey, the waiting happened for us the other day, that Doctor is not even ashamed that he's actually an older person. In my mind, I'm like, you guys created drama. Don't you want people to listen? If it was someone else that had that drama, wouldn't they also go listen? Because right now, it's giving Kesia is their target, because they are like Kesia this, and all of that. But it is what it is. So that was how the twins actually, ended their diary session, professors love to each other. When Big Brother asked them that, what would you say to your twin if this was your last diary session? And she sang a song for the sister. And that was how I knew it was that song that was making her teary, because she sang that exact song that made her shed tears while she was making her hair to the sister. And then the sister also prophesied love to her. That was how they hugged it off again and still did kiss. They are so sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love, and those twins, they love each other. You would know that they are not acting what they are doing. That is their real self. And yes, their diary session is one that I always do look forward to. Like, if they've not gone for their diary room, I don't mind whether I'm busy. I would have to pause to see them, because I love how dramatic they are. Now let's talk about Double K. They were actually the first pair to go to the diary room. to have conversation with Biggie. And for the double K, of course, Biggie asked them how they're doing. Biggie first of all made jest of how Kelly Ray crawled to the diary room. So afterwards, Biggie asked them what they would do differently if they survive this eviction, and then Casey has said if she survived this eviction, that she's going to actually try to get close to some certain people, just like the Checkers, and the Aces, that they are the people she's least connected to in the house. So she's going to just try to get to know them and also try to, indulge more in tax. In my mind, I'm like, what do you want to indulge more, baby girl? You have actually been doing well when it comes to tax. You've actually been showing your talent. So you've been trying. And then for the hobby says if he survives this eviction, right, that he's gonna just learn to let the wife vent. That because he has noticed that whenever there is a little ish, he would actually try to tell the wife, leave it, don't worry, leave it, don't worry. The first one that has happened was the wife complained about Chizoba. Now another one happened again, and it has to be Wanni. So it was during the drama and everything that was happening last night. So Wanni called her aproko, and then she wanted to confront Wanni or have some exchange of words with her, but Kelly Ray said she stopped her from having that conversation with what's her name, with Wanni. And then the wife was not happy about that, because the wife had a conversation with him to tell him that I don't like how you actually withheld me from not speaking my mind. So he said henceforth he's gonna be allowing what's the name, the wifey, to actually air her own mind, because he has been holding her for a while. And then for himself, he also felt like he's gonna be giving bars for Bose right now, that because everything has entered seeing finish, because why he does not react to things. He cited an example with Ocee, that when Biggie asked them to do the crawling thing in The Animal That You Are, so he do not know if they need to be making animal sound, and then he was making sound. Next thing Ocee said to him was that, carry that thing on and they do shift here, or don't even come close to this place. So, and when he said that, he was angry, and he told him, oh yeah, come meet me here now. So he said he felt so bad, because he feel like if it was Suge that was doing that thing, that Ocee would not say that to him. That he may seem as though he has actually given them see finish. Guys, see finish means that you've actually seen someone enough that you are actually neglecting the person and, doing the person anyhow. Yes. So he said right now, if he survives, he's going to be a boss for both. You come for him slightly, he's going to give it to you back to back. That is actually, stayed refrained or stayed back for a while. And then Biggie asked the wife what she thinks about this, and the wife replied and said that Dimbadiwe twins, they act like, because of their age, they act like they have rights over people. The wife now still tell Biggie what happened during the Wanni and Handy fight, how Ocee stopped them from going to check what was going on with those twins. And then because of that, Femi even had issue with them. And Biggie asked Kesia, what did you tell them when he told you not to go? I told him, Biggie, that nobody owns Biggie's house, blah, 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 And then Big Brother asked them that, do you remember what Biggie told you guys when you came into the house? Kesia could not remember, but the hubby said yes, and Biggie said okay, he should say it. And he said that, Biggie, you said that that everyone is equal in Big Brother's house, and Biggie said precisely, So that was what. But now Biggie don't ginger out the this thing now. So you guys should get ready for double case drama, because Biggie has told them that you guys are equal in this house. So anything that comes, they are going to be giving bars for both. And now Kesia will be able to actually have her mouth to reply people who have been saying some thingy about her. So right now, guys, hope you're ready to see the next double K that will be showing off right now, how Kelly Ray will be defending himself. Because truly, I also feel Kelly Ray has been calm, ignore people a lot, and when you ignore people a lot, people would want to override you or say some things to you. So that was what they told Biggie, that they would change, and also they said they are happy for this platform. They've been able to showcase their talents, So that was it for them. And then they were to prophesize love to each other, just like Biggie does with every other pair. If it was their last day, what will you say to your pair? And Kelly Ray said he's going to just continue to protect, Biggie, Haji, and all not, And then told the wife thank you for actually accepting doing this with him. And then for the wife also told the husband how she appreciates him and how the husband did not change in the house. Outside of the house, he washed, cooked, and take care of her. He's also doing the same thing in the house. And it feels so good to hear that he does that outside of the house and did not even change. He's not even doing this thing for the game. That is the man he is outside, So the wife said, I love you so much, and they hugged each other. I'm like, this their diary session was my best diary session, because not the one they will go to the diary room and they will be acting like they are not couples. So it was so sweet to see them hug. And then Biggie actually hyped Casey and said she's looking like a princess. And then Biggie asked Kelly Ray if he feels like actually toasting her twice, and then he said he feel like that's almost all the time. Sometimes he feel like he now gave a sign, and what that sign means is like eating her up, like knacking. Now you understand, but he's trying to respect and hold up, because of their game plan. And also he said at the point on this game that they are just not gonna care anymore, but for now they are still holding it strong and still keeping that, bestie thingy for now. That means they will definitely let the housemate know as time goes on this game, maybe when they've actually gotten to a certain extent on this game. Any which ways, we're gonna see how things plays out, guys. I just said I should bring that of Wanni X Handy, my babies, and then the double K's diary session to your doorstep. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.